We're celebrating our country's 250th anniversary with a bonus episode this Thursday. Come celebrate with us. We'll see you there. Dun, 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 dun. We are here. We are here together. About once a year, we get together and we do a recording because we are in different locations. And we thought, what better time to do this than our country's 250th anniversary? Woohoo!
Insert fireworks here.
Oh, and we can do that.
We have fireworks today. Yes, it's very exciting. We're meeting at the apiary, which is a really fun workspace you can rent in St. Cloud. I highly recommend it. It's very fun and chic and just, it's been really fun. We've taken some pictures here today. It's got a great feel.
Yeah, we're really excited about being here. A shout out to the apiary folks. Thank you for the space.
An apiary is actually like a beehive. People who have lots of beehives, I think, call theirs apiaries. So if you're wondering what that is, it's not not that ape.
Just because it has ape in the word doesn't mean it's related to monkeys and gorillas and apes.
A bee.
Love it.
We're planning on being silly today, FYI. If you don't like silly, better not listen because we're
better
full
not.
of silly today.
Oh, yeah. This is, oh my gosh, it's so fun to get together and be in person. So,
Yes.
And we have some really fun things related to our country's 250th that we want to share today. So get ready to chuckle and test your knowledge on some trivia. Should I throw a couple out right now, actually?
Yes.
Okay. So I have some unique phrases from various states. I am going to give you the definition and then tell you what the phrase is, and you get to guess which state it's from. So get ready. Some of you might know these, some of you might not.
All right.
This means when pleasantly surprised about something, they say, butter my butt and call me a biscuit.
It's got to be the South.
You are correct, but what state?
What state? I'm going to go with Louisiana.
So close. It's actually Alabama, which I thought you might get.
Oh,
because you have relatives down there, right?
I do, but I've never heard that phrase.
Isn't that fun, though? Butter my butt and call me a biscuit. When pleasantly surprised about something. I don't know what we say in Minnesota. Oh, boy, howdy. No, I'm just kidding. That's not. Oh,
we say, oh.
Yeah, funny. So that's one. This is added at the end of a statement to mean so on and so forth or etc. And the phrase is woo wop da bam.
Never heard of this. Woo wop da bam.
Everyone's thinking out there, what is Bethany going to say? Do you want a hint?
I do. I need a hint.
Okay. It is in, I would call it the Midwest, maybe Eastern Midwest.
So Pennsylvania?
No, that'd be East Coast. I'll say East Coast if it's East Coast.
Oh, okay.
So
how about Indiana?
Close. It's an I. Illinois.
Oh, interesting.
And actually, if you think about like the blues in Chicago, maybe that's where it came from. Woo wop da bam. You know, kind of fun.
I'm gonna be listening to that the next time I'm in Chicago or in Illinois. I'll be listening for someone to use that phrase.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Do we want to do one more?
Oh yes. This is fun.
All right. This is a particular way to order your burger from In-N-Out, which must be a burger place.
Oh, yes, it's in California. Around.
You guessed it.
Oh,
and here is the phrase. Can I have that animal style?
Oh, yes. It's very... Okay. Can I just make a little caveat?
Please.
If you can get to an In-N-Out, go to In-N-Out. Their burgers are so good. Their food is so good.
What makes it so good? Tell me.
I think it's their fresh ingredients. Animal style is, I think it has cheese on it and onions and some other stuff. Yeah, it's delicious.
I was just going to ask you, what does animal style mean then? And you nailed it. Awesome. Well, before I do any more, did you want to, I think you had some tidbits about the country.
I kind of wanted to talk a little bit. Okay, I'll tell you this, Carol. I was never interested in history until I became an adult. And now I can't get enough of it. Only because so much of it is, it's just interesting now. I don't know why it wasn't interesting then. So when I remember talking about coming to America, I never thought about other things for whatever reason. And I know that the Native Americans were here already, but in my mind, it was empty. There was nobody here. In reality, people had been living here before the Pilgrims came.
Right.
And I listened to a video on YouTube, and it was just kind of going over the last 200 years. It was actually quite interesting.
Cool.
And I did not think about this, but there was 13, it says 13 original colonies, but each colony had a different, there was Quakers, there was Pilgrims, which were like separatists or purists or something. They had a certain name.
Okay.
So they were Protestant, and they were leaving their home, the Quakers and the Pilgrims were leaving their home because they wanted to be able to worship freely in a country that did not put them into jail because of what they believed. And in Europe, that was not the case. And I think they had ended up in Holland for a while, and then they migrated over to the United States. And so when these colonies were set up, they were different people groups. They came from different backgrounds. And this never was something that I thought about in retrospect. I just thought that these people came and they all worked together and they became a nation. And that's not really the case.
Same. Actually, I just want to say I thought the
Yeah.
same thing. I didn't really focus on that. And maybe I learned it a way long time ago, but I do not recall this day. So this is really interesting to me. Go on.
So when you think about you bring all these different backgrounds of people together, they're not always going to be on the same page.
Mhm.
And they're not going to necessarily be in unity. And I think that's really where it started, where they were still being taxed. They were still being taxed from Britain. So
Mhm.
Britain wanted their peace. They worked really hard. So many of them died in the years the winters were really hard and it was not easy to live in the land. It wasn't settled. There were people there, but they didn't know cropping, how to do crops. I mean, they had to learn everything from scratch because it wasn't like they had a almanac that was telling them how the winters are going to be and when things started. Now, the Native Americans, they used the moon and they had been there for a while, so they understood and they took note of that. They had years and years of living on the land.
Right.
These people didn't. And it was probably a very rude awakening. So a lot of them died from various diseases
Yeah.
and the winters were hard. And so they would not get enough food. And there's a sequence of events, right? Because do you know that the Boston Tea Party, do you know about that? Have you heard about
Yes.
that? Okay.
Yes.
So I always loved that one. That was probably my favorite story because they dressed themselves up as Indians. And I think about this and I'm like, they were probably petrified of Indians, the red coats or the British, because they weren't used to them. They probably heard stories about how terrible they were. So I think that's funny that they were like, hey, let's dress up like Indians so they won't attack us. So they threw out all the teas. They wouldn't pay any of the taxes. And the only tax that was left was the tea tax. And they were taxing them up the wazoo.
Mm.
And they were like, no, we're not taking this anymore. So they creep on to the boat where this tea is docked and ready to be unloaded. And they took all of the boxes or the barrels or wherever they were in containers, and they ripped them open and threw them overboard. And they said they even swept the deck to get all the tea into the water, which I think is interesting because they were tired of it. They wanted complete freedom. They didn't want just a little freedom. They wanted no strings. We fast forward to 1776, which is when the United States started.
Dun, da, da, da.
Yes.
Woohoo.
There's all these people that got together and they were like, we want a better land. We want a better idea for this. Fast forward, they were putting together the Constitution. They came together in a room and they had to make some major rules. And it was a bargaining session, really. It was like,
Right.
what do you
Right.
want? What do you want? What do you want? And so they put everything out. And that's when they came up with the Electoral College and how the states were separated from the federal government, where the states run independently of the federal government. That's negotiating in a room full of people who all want their way. There's times you have to give up and you have to say, okay, I'm okay with not having that if we can all have this, They brought it all together.
Thank you for that explanation. That was really good. I think about the freedoms we have today
Mm,
because of the steps that were taken in what you just outlined. And people fought for that. And
mm,
we lost a lot of people trying to get our freedoms. And so I think about that as we talk about the 250th anniversary. And yes, this is the most serious we're going to be on this section of the podcast episode today.
yeah.
But it is so important to remember that we have freedom in this country because of what our forefathers did before us, the people that we're
Mhm.
talking about here today, and in the recap that Bethany just gave. And it reminds me, of course, of the freedom we have in our religion. I think of other countries who do not have that freedom. And we can do that here. We can talk freely about Jesus Christ as our Savior and how blessed we are. So, if anything, celebrate that.
And think about that's all the way back. They were making a way so that we can talk about God today and not
Yeah.
be dragged into jail because of it or killed or whatever. We still have that freedom that they established.
Yes. Amen and hallelujah.
That's incredible.
Thank you for that. That's awesome.
Okay, so funny thing, Carol, kind of a piggyback on our little conversation about freedoms and everything. The FIFA World Cup soccer is in the
Oh,
States. And
yes,
it's
yes.
okay, first of all, can I just say I had no idea it was coming here. I didn't, it just happened. And I'm seeing a lot on Instagram and all this, and I'm just like, huh, what's happening? Like, where have I been? Have I been living under a rock? But I
It-
feel like it just came out of nowhere. I don't know.
mm,
Maybe I'm the only one, but I feel like that was the case. So I've been watching all of these people from other countries come here and experience our food and our and just air conditioning. I had one guy talk about air conditioning. It was hilarious. Go
Okay,
ahead.
I just have to say, in response to what you just said, I kept hearing like, oh yeah, we got the World Soccer coming. And I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know anything about it. And I didn't know how huge it was because I'm
It's
just not in that. I'm not in that realm of things with the soccer. And so I'm with you. I did. And all of a sudden I'm like, what? There's like everybody's here. They're going everywhere. And go ahead. I want to hear some more about what you have to
no.
say, what you found.
Oh, it's just funny because one of the guys was talking about air conditioning. He's you can go in. It's like ice cubes. And then he talked about ice. They had put ice in everything. And I even saw a guy with milk and had ice in his milk. I was laughing so hard because over in Europe, ice is not a thing. They actually will ask you if they know you're American, if you want ice. You get still water unless you ask for sparkling water, but your water is either room temperature or just refrigerated. It's not ice. There's no ice in Europe. And it's just really funny because we're used to ice all the time, right?
Yeah,
We have
yeah.
we have personal ice makers that are on the counter because we want a
Right.
certain type of ice. I mean, this is how we love our ice. And
Yeah.
so they're experiencing ice and they're experiencing air conditioning and they're experiencing food from
Yeah.
Chili's. We went to Chili's or a Texas Roadhouse. It's so funny.
I heard one where they can get their own customized size ice cream,
Yeah.
like serving, like whatever they want, whatever size they want. And that was like a big deal,
Yeah.
you know? So that is really cool how they're appreciating American culture. I want to say American businesses and things like that. I think that's very, very worth mentioning.
So one other person from overseas, he said, I feel like I've been bamboozled by my country because they have told us how terrible this America is and how the people aren't nice. And he went on and on about it. And he said, that's not true. He said, the people are so nice here and they've been so welcoming to us. And whatever they've told us is wrong. They're like, it is no wonder people want to come here. And I love America. And I think it helps that it's 250 years of America being here too. I think that's pretty cool. That's all coming to a place all at once, same year and everything.
Yeah, it is cool. It is cool. I agree.
We really, I feel more patriotic than I have in a long time. And I remember there's been times that I felt very patriotic when 9/11 happened. And I remember feeling very patriotic then. And I was willing to die for this country. I felt it. There's something
Yeah,
about you feel it. And I definitely feel it more this year than I have in a while. So I think it's good. I
it
think it's
is
good.
good. It is good. Fireworks shot. Okay, and let's do this too. Shout out to all the World Cup visitors.
Yes.
Glad you're here.
Welcome.
Here's a special fireworks for you too. Should we go back to our phrases?
Yes.
Or-
I think
Okay,
we
I
should.
have a couple more. You guys can figure out if you know this. Here's one: eating Chex Mix covered with peanut butter, chocolate, and powdered sugar. The phrase is,
Can
we're
I
eating.
guess?
No,
Can I guess?
no,
I know what it is.
I do too. But I have the answer. But I knew this one.
Okay. What is
Okay,
it?
go ahead.
I think it's puppy chow.
It is puppy chow. The phrase is, we're eating puppy chow. And what state do you know?
That started that?
Yeah,
Oh, I would think it would be one of the Midwestern ones.
it is.
I'm gonna go. Oh, could it be Minnesota? I don't know. Are we really that cool? I'm gonna go with Wisconsin.
Other side, North Dakota.
Really?
Other side of Minnesota, I should say.
Congratulations, North Dakota, for
Yeah,
bringing
right?
puppy chow to the United States.
Yes.
Good job.
Good job. Firework for you.
Can I say something? Did you know that the bunt cake? You wanted a fun thing about Minnesota, Carol. Carol was like,
Yes.
we need something fun for. I just remember this.
Go for it.
So the bunt cake is actually created in Minnesota in around the 1940s or 50s.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it was made in southern Minnesota, and this lady created it. She might have brought it from overseas as an immigrant, but she had this thing. They recreated it and they made the bunt cake and they called it the bunt cake. And so we are known for creating the bunt cake. So all bunt cakes came from Minnesota. They were made here when they first originally came. Isn't that cool?
I love that tidbit. And one of my favorite recipes is apple cake in a bundt cake. So look that up and make it. It's so good.
And apple is synonymous, I feel like, with America. What's American as apple pie?
Yeah. Well, here we go. We have another one. Out of staters visiting just to see the color changes of leaves in the trees. And the phrase is, they're just leaf peepers.
Vermont?
Good try. Massachusetts.
I'm like, I'm
Yes.
so close on
You
these.
were. Yes. Okay. Here's another one. This is about making a U-turn, and they call it bang a Yui.
The Yui. I'm going to say Oklahoma.
Let's try. You want a hint?
Yeah.
East Coast.
Oh, Boston. Oh, that would be Massachusetts. We probably already said that. How about New Jersey?
It is 2 words, but it's not New Jersey. It's Rhode Island.
Okay.
Bang a Yui. That's what they say there. We're going to go somewhere away from the East Coast. This is where someone from their state is referring to someone from Idaho. And the phrase is, he's a spud muncher.
Montana?
Yes, you got it. This is interesting. Asking what flavor or mix of chili you want with your Mexican meal. And the phrase is, do you want red, green, or Christmas? Again, asking what flavor or mix of chili you want with your Mexican meal.
I feel like this sounds Texas.
So close. You wanna try
Again? Oh, yeah. One more time. Okay, so close. Arizona? Oh, let's do New Mexico.
Yes.
I
Nice
was like,
job.
Arizona's too far west.
Okay, this might test your knowledge. Yardbird refers to chicken, and the phrase is, pass the mashed potatoes and yardbird. So which state uses that term?
I'm going to say Kansas.
How did you know that?
I don't know. I just was thinking of a rural state that has chickens and a lot of prairie. It was either that or Nebraska.
That was good. Nice job. All right, should we do another one? This refers to something that is exceptionally large. That's a real whooping soccer.
Michigan.
Ooh.
No?
No, and
Okay.
it's actually a neighbor of Minnesota.
Oh, so Iowa.
Wisconsin.
Oh, Wisconsin.
That's a real whooping soccer. I haven't heard that one
I have
myself.
not either. Next time I'm in Wisconsin, I'll ask some Wisconsinites and find out
Yeah,
what they're saying.
I've been there a few times in the last year, and I haven't heard the whooping soccer.
I have to remember whooping soccer. It's not really something that just rolls off the tongue.
Right? It does not. Okay, I have a few more that are really kind of quick and fun, and they are slang words. No one outside your state will understand. So let's see if you know.
Okay.
Coming from the state we just talked about, Wisconsin, the term is bubbler. Do you know what that is?
I do, because it's my field of work. It is a water fountain,
That is correct.
drinking fountain.
Okay, and this is one I know because down in Florida, they call people these things, and they're called snowbirds. Did you know that one?
I do know that one. We have,
Okay.
I will say, oh, you must be a snowbird because they're here half the year and then they're down south somewhere, either Arizona or Florida. I feel like those are the two.
Okay, here's one that I'd be remiss if I didn't bring this up. Miss Bethany, I'm going to do it this way.
Okay.
Which state originated the term hot dish?
It's got to be Minnesota and the Iron Range.
Are you sure?
I'm guessing it's not because you didn't say.
Okay, you know what? Here's the thing. It says North Dakota, but it does say it's not strictly North Dakotan, but around the Midwest, you'll hear entrees called hot dishes. So I think they're not sure where it was originated. And I'm going to have, let's see, this was from Reader's Digest, actually.
Oh, funny.
And the other phrases that I mentioned, those were from the vistapress.com. So you can find your own trivia there. All right, I'm going to give you one more here. Do you know what the term janky means or what state that's from?
Yeah, I've used it in the phrase of jankety or that's janky. Yes, is that Californian?
No, opposite coast is
Oh,
New
East Coast.
Hampshire.
New Hampshire. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't give you a chance to guess on that one.
That's okay. I would not
Yeah.
have guessed New Hampshire. That was not the top of my list. But I use that phrase. So did it come more middle of the states? Because I've used that word.
Maybe so. Maybe when they were passing through, they used the term and everybody caught on. But it does say that it's slang for something that's poor quality.
Yes.
Is that how you use it? Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Something that's not going to last long.
Yeah.
It's really jankety. It's rickety or it's probably about to fall apart. Oh, there's such a janky way putting that together.
Okay.
That's how I've used it.
And here it says if you step into a not so clean restaurant, you might wrinkle your nose at how janky it is. That was a use.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and the very last one, and then we're going to wind it down.
Okay.
Which state is this from? Cattywampus.
Okay, kittywampus or cattywampus?
No, I did the same thing. I've heard of kittywampus, but never cattywampus. In the Merriam-Webster dictionary, it means askew or awry, and it's a southern state.
Let's go with Mississippi.
The answer is Alabama.
Alabama again. My goodness. Cattywampus. Okay, interesting. Is it because we say kitty like up here?
It could be. Maybe that's how we talk. We say kitty instead of catty. I don't know.
Next time I want to use kittywampus, I'm going to use cattywampus.
Yes. Tell us how that goes. Okay. What people say. Hey, this has been a barrel of laughs. I love this. I'm so excited to be in America, in the country we live in. Praising God for that, all the blessings that we have in this country. Amen. I hope everybody had a nice chuckle today and maybe learned a thing or two.
And God bless America.
And God bless America. Yes, fireworks on that. All right, it's time. You ready?
I'm ready. Pour
out
your
joy.